good YouTube universe? Fizzleman1, Fizzleman signing in like always. We here, Fizz and Friends Gaming here in Fizzleman Pigs Lounge. We here, real life, and what's here in Madden Stars. As you see here, you see the stars among us. You feel me? We got this game as the first game here in our wild card weekend. We got 2 days of this functioning, 6 games going down, a whole new playoff bracket, and I love how it's going down. So pretty much this is what I'm trying to say. So this game is low-key the first game, and we got the Cleveland Browns, who I am, as you see the controller, going for. So Fizzleman picks the Cleveland Browns to take this W over the Indianapolis Colts. It's a close matchup, as if you could tell. I will put in the overall as the fan picking. The fan giving it a 50%, slightly going for the Browns to take this W, as few knowledge that I got among you guys to talk about here in real life and as in Madden Stars. The Browns actually is in Madden Stars Super Bowl contenders. They actually made it, runner-ups, and that was last year against the Bears in our world, where you see in our world, you feel me, that's what happened with the Browns, and neither of these teams never made it that far in real life. And coming into this season, I would say both teams is the same and reaching in the same manner. They both played each other earlier this year in real life in here, and they both lost. Well, I'm talking about lost. Well, the Colts lost to the Browns, and as that, both games was the same. The Browns took the W in real life and here in Madden Stars. So truthfully, going into this Madden Stars matchup here in this wild card 2021 season, more of a 2020 season, but we got it here in the new year of 2021. This matchup is gonna be lit. But like that, and like I feel like these two teams are similar. Let's see how these records and these games and see how it match up as we get into this matchup right now for you guys. So as we get into this matchup, we waiting properly as like a commercial break, a brief break moment here. We see the record. The Browns is just the same as in real life, where the Colts is better in real life, but it's the similar. So without further ado, the Browns gonna take this W. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, in real life the Colts took this went to the playoffs too.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's the AFC WILDCARD round on EA Sports. We'll see Phillip Rivers and the Indianapolis Colts taking on Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns.
First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp.
What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Colts ready to go to work here offensively, and it is Phillip Rivers, their veteran quarterback and longtime Charger, who will be under center.
And what an important January in the start of this run for him, because that phrase, a sense of urgency, he feels it. At this stage in his career, he's done everything an individual can do. The one thing that's eluded him, a Super Bowl title, and he wants that desperately.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 5 yards, and that means they come up short, as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback.
And, of course, this is his first start in the playoffs in his young career here in year 3. A little bit of an up-and-down start to his NFL career, but it all came together this season, and he rallied his team to the playoffs. And here's a great opportunity to go out and win not just one game, but a lot of games. No guarantees that you get back to the playoffs again in the future. He wants to take advantage of it right now.
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
That's a 43-yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They go with Chubb on second down. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
Mayfield to throw it. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. This first down, and then should continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
I like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield. He completes it to Hunt. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And a rough go there on 3rd down. A loss of 4.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush. And then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I gotta tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get the host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't, just stack them all up and take the best 6 records. But there's a division for a reason. The champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Rivers. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went. Three and out.
Back to Taylor on first down. Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Rivers here on target to Pascal. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but always so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They got a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run here with Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Rivers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 8 yards out, and the Colts have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and it really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007, that season. Pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
From the 27, Mayfield. And this is complete on the comebacker. It's Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
Mayfield's pass.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
First down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. Uses the stiff arm. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield off the play fake. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper.
Mayfield.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They run. Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working out of the gun. Mayfield.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long. Kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Parkey is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Browns 6.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Brought down at the 31. A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
From the 31, Rivers. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's good. We're up full.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 13 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. Looking deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a goal return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First down, Browns.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
At the 42-yard line.
Now left side on the swing pass.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the... If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
Now Rivers. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Rivers taken in by the tight end Doyle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Running the sweep, Hilton with it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Draw play as Rivers gives to Taylor. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. From the gun, Rivers looking middle, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
makes the score. Colts 10, Browns 6.
Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
At the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper.
Mayfield's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
3 yards.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Touchdown, Austin Hooper. 49 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Phillip Rivers now gears up to lead the offense on the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown. Cleveland. Rashard Higgins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. He's got Jack Doyle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's remind everybody what's coming up tomorrow in the AFC. We've got the 3-6 game, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers doing battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, in our game, it took a little while to get settled in, but we were in for a battle royale in this second half. And to call the action, let's go back to the guys who've been there all year, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 29.
Mayfield. They're bringing it in right side here. Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter is playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Mayfield finding Beckham. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 48 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1 yard gain.
We've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Second down, Rivers. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Spins past him. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Indy set to go on offense once more. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 27, Rivers. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
That's good for a Colt.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Rivers on the money, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Trey Burton. At
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Myles Garrett in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14.
Browns 27, Colts 13.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield looking middle, and it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. But now it'll be third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Mayfield. And he slings one that's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
It's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything.
Bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Chubb. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield now from the 50. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield completes it to Higgins. And he gets it down to the 32.
To Rashard Higgins. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Mayfield. They'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Mayfield looks to throw, and he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Mayfield to throw it. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Jarvis Landry there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure to get their security deposit back.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Rivers. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. afternoon.
Play brings up third down.
And that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Rivers now. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Myles Garrett giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun. Rivers taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Colts on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Rivers. And falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
On the carry, it's Chubb. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Number 24, Nick Chubb.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They run it again with Chubb. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Darius Leonard on the tackle. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Following the penalty, Chubb able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield quickly into the hands of Beckham. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now back out comes the offense. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He's got Jack Doyle. And now the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. DeForest Buckner, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Chubb, the Browns.
3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand.
Colts 13.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out.
You described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Rivers. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
7.
On third down, Rivers. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. To the air again here, Rivers. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Campbell making the catch. Rivers, 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And their fan base at this point has to be thinking, is this finally the year we once again taste success in the playoffs? They're not there yet, but it's looking promising here in this fourth quarter. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
I got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.